Shiba Inu has finally bounced back, making up for its recent losses after days of relentless crashes. The market sentiment just flipped bullish, excitement is building, and analysts are dropping their signals. A massive price jump for Shiba Inu could be on the horizon. But something strange just happened, something that no one can quite explain. What is going on? And why is everyone talking about this? Let me break it down for you. Shiba Inu has been absolutely wild today. After struggling for days, it has clawed its way back, recovering losses and even pushing up by around 1 to 2%. The community's energy has completely shifted. Optimism is returning, and you can feel the hype creeping back in. The entire vibe has turned bullish, almost as if Shiba Inu was just catching its breath before making a big move. It's been a roller coaster, but this ride is far from over. And that's not even the biggest part. Shiba Inu just smashed through a key resistance level, and according to analysts, this could signal something major. The broader crypto market has been in a holding pattern, but Shiba Inu has stolen the spotlight. After dipping to its lowest point in the past day, it's now showing real signs of a strong comeback. It's shaking off its losses and making moves, keeping traders on edge as the market sends mixed signals. Right now, Shiba Inu is trading higher than where it was stuck before, breaking through an important barrier as it fights to erase its weekly losses. The momentum is shifting, and things are getting interesting. But hold on, it gets even better. An analyst on Twitter just pointed out that Shiba Inu might be gearing up for something big. According to him, the dip is officially over, and for the first time in weeks, a green candle has appeared on the weekly chart after 5 straight red ones. That's the kind of signal traders watch closely, and it could mean a major reversal is on the way. If this trend holds, we might be witnessing the start of a whole new rally. The market has been unpredictable, but with this shift in momentum, things are starting to look a lot more exciting for Shiba Inu. So what's driving this sudden price movement? Zooming out, it looks like the entire crypto market is bouncing back today, led by Bitcoin. The king of crypto has been seen skyrocketing again, climbing back to around $98,000. What's crazy is that this is happening despite a massive wave of selling pressure, the kind we haven't seen since the collapse of Three Arrows Capital back in 2022. According to one analyst, spot exchanges just went through one of the biggest sell-offs in years, yet Bitcoin is still holding strong near that $100,000 mark. The analyst calls this a sign of seller exhaustion. And here's where it gets really interesting. When Bitcoin moves, the rest of the market follows. Shiba Inu is no exception. With Bitcoin showing strength, confidence is creeping back into the altcoin space, and meme coins like Shiba Inu are waking up. If this momentum continues, we could be in for an exciting ride ahead. And it's not just Bitcoin and Shiba Inu. Other cryptocurrencies are showing signs of recovery as well. This rebound comes after a sharp decline largely driven by ongoing trade war tensions involving Trump and other major global economies. The uncertainty rattled the market, triggering a wave of sell-offs. But today's price action suggests that investors might be regaining confidence. It's almost as if the market is shaking off the fear and deciding it's time to move forward. With all this bullish momentum, speculation around Shiba Inu is ramping up fast. Some believe this is the beginning of something big, predicting that Shiba Inu could knock off a few zeros in the near future. Others are going even bolder, suggesting that the long-awaited 1 cent milestone might not be as impossible as it once seemed. Of course, these are just predictions, but one thing is clear, Shiba Inu has everyone's attention again, and with the market flipping bullish, anything could happen. But here's the real bombshell. Some analysts have broken it down systematically, saying Shiba Inu might actually hit the incredible $1 mark soon. A well-known market analyst recently took a deep dive into this idea, exploring whether Shiba Inu could really pull off such a massive leap. Right now, the token has been hovering around the same price range, struggling against bearish sentiment. Just a few days ago, it dropped to its lowest point of the year, but quickly bounced back. Even though it hasn't reclaimed its peak from last year, investors are still holding on to hope, believing that Shiba Inu could one day reach that legendary $1 target. Some optimism came from a major exchange, Coin, which made a bold projection about Shiba Inu's future last month. But not everyone is convinced. A recent analysis from Trade City Pro took a more cautious approach, laying out why this target might be unrealistic. The biggest hurdle? Shiba Inu's massive supply. Right now, there are hundreds of trillions of tokens in circulation. If the price ever reached a full dollar, its market cap would explode to a number so huge that it would surpass the value of the entire global economy multiple times over. To put it in perspective, gold, the world's most valuable asset, sits far below that number. Even the entire crypto market combined doesn't come close. Because of this, analysts argue that unless there's a drastic reduction in supply, the idea of Shiba Inu reaching a full dollar just isn't mathematically possible. A report from the Motley Fool backed this up, saying the numbers simply don't add up. But here's the thing, most people who push the $1 prediction don't expect it to happen overnight. Instead, they see it as a long-term vision, something that could take years or even decades, depending on token burns, adoption, and overall market growth. One thing is certain, whether or not Shiba Inu ever reaches that insane price level, the hype and belief in its future aren't fading anytime soon. The community remains as passionate as ever, and as we've seen time and time again, anything can happen in crypto. However, despite all these bullish moves, something strange is happening right in the middle of this recovery. The whales, those massive Shiba Inu holders, are quietly heading for the exit. On-chain data shows a sudden and sharp decline in large transactions. In just the past day alone, the amount of Shiba Inu changing hands in big trades has been slashed by more than half. We're talking trillions of tokens that were moving around just yesterday suddenly slowing down. In dollar terms, the volume has dropped by tens of millions. And this isn't just a small dip, it's a shift. And it gets even weirder. The wallets that typically hold enormous amounts of Shiba Inu, the ones that usually dictate major price swings, aren't bringing in as much as they used to. Their inflows have crashed overnight, going from trillions of tokens down to just a fraction of that. Meanwhile, outflows, the amount of Shiba Inu leaving these large wallets, have exploded, jumping by several times the usual amount. That means big players are either redistributing their holdings or offloading them entirely. So what's really going on? Are these whales waiting for a better entry? Are they repositioning ahead of an even bigger move? Or is something happening behind the scenes that the rest of the market hasn't caught on to yet? Whatever the case with the biggest players stepping back, Shiba Inu's next moves could depend on whether they stay quiet or come storming back. Right now, the market is watching and waiting, trying to figure out what happens next. But here's what's even crazier. Satoshi Kusama and the other Shiba Inu developers are still nowhere to be found. No updates, no posts, not even the slightest hint of what's going on. Complete radio silence, and that's making people uneasy. Some are wondering if this is just a quiet period before a big reveal, while others are questioning whether the team will step up and bring Shiba Inu back to its former glory. Right now, all anyone can do is wait. But here's the thing, regardless of what the whales are doing or whether the developers are present, one force in Shiba Inu never fades: the community. And today, they've made their presence felt once again.